Hey, it's Karl. So it's MWC time. Typically, we see a bunch of new Android devices come out. This one has caught my eye specifically. It's the brand new Honor Magic 6 Pro, their new flagship. I've got a bit of a soft spot for Honor because they recently also came out with the Magic V2, the Porsche design RSR. Being a Porsche owner myself, this thing is dope. It's got a sweet design. It's got like a special colored back, which mimics an actual Porsche color. It does have older internals like the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, so I know that we've seen a device similar to this. It's a new skin, but that's why I'm on to the Honor train. Obviously talking about their new flagship device. This is probably one of the best phones, I guess new flagships I would say for the year in obviously 2024. Design-wise, it's kind of what we know and love. It comes in these two different color options, either black or epi green. I do like this darker colorway. It's simple, understated, it's just elegant, it works. Flipping that around to the front, so 6.8-inch Quad HD display, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's pretty much edge to edge. We've got a slight curve to it. There is a pre-installed screen protector, which is nice, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's funny when you think about displays because the S24 Ultra went back to a flat display, but you kind of miss what you don't have, and now going back to a curved display, it kind of makes sense. Obviously, it's really intuitive. Your finger kind of rolls off the side. Obviously not as easy to install that screen protector, but I kind of go back and forth. Let me know if you're either team flat display or a team curved display. We've got a 50 megapixel front-facing selfie, which takes half decent ones. They aren't too soft like a lot of other smartphones. And turning it around to the back, we've got Honor's kind of same design language for that rear camera system. So triple camera setup, but it's a brand new Falcon camera system. It's got a 50 megapixel main, 50 megapixel ultra wide, a 180 megapixel telephoto with 100 times digital zoom. Obviously, I'll share some samples in a second. And before we get to the actual camera system, the rest of the internals, unlike the Porsche design phone, which has last year's chipset, this is rocking the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 platform. So performance of this, very much so like a flagship. Everything that I've thrown at this device, whether it's hardcore gaming, switching between my social media, kind of scrolling. Obviously, I've navigated getting to Barcelona with this. I'm actually visiting my parents in Nice after this, and this is the main phone that I'm using for the trip. It's been absolutely stellar. It is running Magic OS 8 over top, and I will give props to Honor for kind of slimming down the skin. It obviously isn't a stock Android, but it has been getting better a bit over the years. You don't get any weird ads or pre-installed apps like I know a lot of other phones that still kind of ship with, so that's definitely a plus. But getting to the main feature of this phone, the main selling point, obviously within that camera, it has something called motion sensing capture. So it supports an AI shutter to help capture a specific moment without any shutter lag or any sort of blur. Obviously, this works best for fast-moving objects like when you're playing sports. It actually works for pets like my doggo Link. Sometimes he's quick when he needs to be. Fast-moving objects are often still tough for smartphone cameras to capture. You get a lot of unwanted blur, and usually those moments you can't really recreate most of the time. So there's this little button here. You can actually see it's this little running dude. When you press it, it gives you that notification, motion sensing capture on, and you can try to capture moments. I've done a couple tests here in the studio as a bit of a demo. A really dope feature, and I tried to do the exact same test on the iPhone 15 Pro, even the Galaxy S24 Ultra. They were nowhere near as close. And since this is kind of a bit of a day in the life review, I'm actually here in the studio right now in the morning. I've actually got a ton of activities for the rest of the day. I'm actually heading snowboarding for a charity event with my wife. So come join me for that, and we will bring this phone with me and see how crappy I am at snowboarding. Let's do it. Okay, so made it to the hills. Conditions are actually great for snowboarding, skiing. We're just north of the city, like I said, for a really cool event. It's actually for spinal cord injuries. We've got some people actually that are skiing on these little adapted chairs that have blades on the bottom. Obviously, with a spinal cord injury, you can't ski normally, but cool to see people doing that out here. Took a couple shots already with the phone. Hard to use. Obviously, my hands are frozen, so it's tough to test. Honestly, I'm not too sure if the audio is holding up as well, but I will do my best. We are sitting at 74% battery right now, so pretty good. If you can actually see the screen, I'll show you guys. Have taken a couple shots using the motion sensing capture, and you can see some of them look great. Obviously, I'm dressed all in orange like a pylon. Easy to see, and still my favorite color. But I'm gonna get back to snowboarding. All the rest of the shots will be taken on the Magic 6 Pro. Let me know your thoughts. I'll let you know how the battery life holds up as well. But something that I've really noticed in just being outside, super easy to use the screen. Since my fingers are still a bit cold, I'm gonna get back into gloves, and I will catch you at the end of the day, and there's still one more event to come later tonight. So it's like a full day's usage. Catch you soon. We made it, Link. Probably the best powder conditions I've ever had in Ontario. I also picked up Link. He's crying because he probably wants to go home. We got a trip to the city now, a bit of a drive since we have another event for the camera though. So I'm actually doing a bit of a hack. What's the matter? What's the matter? You didn't like that we were snowboarding all day. A bit of a hack. We're actually recording right now on the rear camera using the ultra wide. Stabilization was really good. Honestly, really, really good. We're heading home, like I said. The rest of the shots will be on this. I've got to make up some time since I'm in a bit of a rush, but pack day, fun boarding, cold hands, snow's let up, which is good. Let's get back home. Okay, on the front cam now, rushed home so I could get somewhat presentable because to end this off at a Porsche event, which is kind of fitting with the V2 RSR, the Magic V2 RSR. But this should be the reveal of the Macan EV here in Toronto, the Toronto Auto Show. It's literally about to happen, so I'm going to head inside. I'll end off this vlog slash day in the life review with just B-roll shots. Let me know how you think. The camera looks pretty good. The phone is at like 20-ish%, so it's held up well. And catch you guys soon.